to 3 maps. But now, or first halves, but now, terrorist sides, they're getting quite a lot of rounds. I don't really know 100% how the style of play is for Streamline and for the Chiefs, but usually with teams that are not so tactically kind of developed, it's a lot more difficult to play on the T side. But it seems like the map's just okay. Oh, the name's fixed though. That's great. Ferg starts it off though with Hedgehog and Dizzy.
Okay, so right now we have no radar, and our map isn't working
We can
properly.
see Mo though, who's kind of floating somewhere in T-spawn
Mo's the only
somehow.
person on the map right now. This is interesting. I think we may need to ask them to pause at the next round.
So we can fix it.
So we can just fix it. I think that's a resolution issue where we need to change resolution twice, and we should be good to go.
Seems like the terrorists are going for an A execute here.
Indeed.
Smokes down as they push through. And this is really good, especially against CTs. But Mo, he picks up a frag though. And it's really good when the USP has that long-range advantage that they put down those smokes and reduce the distance between the terrorists and the CTs. Now they're in the site. It's a 2v3. They haven't got the bomb plant yet. And it seems the CTs are on them. Light step though, with yet another frag on Astillo, who seems to be the player to watch for Streamline. Ferg takes down Offny. Now it's a 2v1. Light step on his own, and it's a very difficult position to be in. Streamline pick up the first pistol round, or the pistol round, first round of the game.
Nice. So good defense there. The problem with those smokes on the site is that they have to push the smokes at some point to try and plant the bomb, and then they are at a distinct disadvantage.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if we're going to get a chance to pause the game here so we can fix the radar. Okay, should be coming in shortly. It's awesome. Okay, so going to be creeping towards...
They've gone for a full eco.
At the moment, yeah. See, the reason they're going to be is because they can get closer to the site and close the range for these P250s to try and get one taps. If they're out of range, they'll get about 92 damage from one shot. But Ferg is in a very strong position. Double nade coming in there from one of the Streamline players.
Wow.
Going to clean things up. So only one player lost for Streamline. That is minimal damage done on this eco.
Yeah, excellent round there by Streamline. No mistakes by them. Good that at least the Chiefs had somebody checking vents, so that to get ready for the flank that was incoming from Ustillo. But you know, the weapon advantage and the lack of armor just allowed Ustillo to pick up that frag relatively easily. But again, another eco here by the Chiefs. Dizzy Life holding B halls and dueling away. Just playing with his opponents there, but he won't be able to really hold that position for long. It seems like the terrorists are getting ready to push in towards the A site. Dizzy might be rotating. Oh, it's a pretty interesting position here, right next to Squeaky with that P90. Actually, no, he's playing with the FAMAS, and he picks up a frag on Offnu.
Okay, so relatively clean so far. P90 coming in, doing some work as well. Final two players
not bad.
Going to get taken out, so we're going to have a quick pause just while we try and fix this radar issue. So, 3-0 so far from Streamline. We're about to see the buy coming out for both teams now.
Yeah.
So that's going to be quite interesting to see.
Indeed, indeed. I think that's going to be the first real test for the Streamline here on the CTUF. They were able to pick up the first round, and usually you get the two subsequent round after that, unless you make some heavy mistakes on the second round against a force buy. But we saw the terrorists, they didn't play with a force buy. They're actually playing with a double eco, which is quite interesting. It means that they are going for an op, for an early op. I don't actually know if any of the players didn't buy a pistol in the second round, but they should be able to go like full nades, everything they need. I think they'll go 5 AKs full nades in the first buy round, which is quite important on the T side. You do want to have those nades to be able to play any executes you're having on this map. But again, don't really know too much about the style of these two teams, and I'll be very, very interested to see how this game continues and how this game will be played.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how many AWPs we're going to see from these teams, because these Oceanic teams can get pretty crazy with the AWPs.
Yeah.
Last week we saw, I was in Madrid, but I was still watching the matches. We saw triple AWPs on Dust 2 CT side, which was pretty cool to see. So if we're going to see anything like that, it's going to be interesting. Okay, we fixed the game now, so we can unpause. There will be about a minute to wait as we are on Go TV. So there's a short delay here. Oh, well, maybe there isn't.
Oh, wow.
These guys are ready to roll straight away.
They knew, yep.
All right, so
they're at our minds.
We've got radar. Awesome.
Awesome.
Okay, so they're using 2 CTs to take mid. You can see they've already got that aggressive position. You can see Nova trying to pre-fire him, but not going to find the right angle.
That's interesting. Yeah, Chief, nobody going for that boost up mid. They just completely given away mid control, and they're just going to go for the executes on the site. Nice little boost here. You won't be able to catch him though, as Chiefs still have their 5 men. They've got map control on the A site. They have to be careful that they don't get flanked from B halls, but they do have 1 person at mid.
Ooh, nice crossover as well. Yeah, you can see Teddy. There's always, quite often in this setup, you have 2 people playing mid, and one is between A and mid, essentially.
There you go. You got the boost.
Okay, the boost. Let's see what Lightstep is up to here with that.
Oh, he's got the AWP here. He might get the entry frag for the terrorist side.
Yeah, the thing is, he doesn't necessarily need to peek from the other side, from the CT side, because his teammate's so close that he can pop out once an enemy has been identified by his teammate.
Yeah, he can get that information, but they see him straight away as Nova picks up the entry frag in towards mid, and a nade almost immediately after towards shot, which does not a lot of damage on Teddy. Zeusy, though, on the other hand, pushing towards it. And this is when you lose control of mid and you give away shot. It's very easy for the terrorists to push in and just take the A site from you. And Ferg now on his own, completely flawless round here by the Chiefs as they pick up a round, it seems. And Ferg, in this kind of position, just has to try and save the M4 in armor and live to fight another day.
Yeah, they haven't lost a single player. That was a completely clean round by the Chiefs. Let's see if they can all survive the bomb blast. And they're not going to go hunting just yet, it seems. I
mean, if you look at the economy here, the CTs will be able to go for a buy the next round.
Yep.
But whether they get an AWP or not is pretty important that Ferg save that M4 if they want to get an AWP. On the other hand, Chief, they're going to get quite a lot of money this round, but their money's not too great, so maybe they don't want to really risk it. They don't want to end up losing their weapons just to get one of the weapons of Ferg when they're going to go for a buy anyway.
Oh, look at all those guns. I love having a third-person view towards the end of a round.
See the cross.
It's like Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. So buy coming out again here. I think let's see. Is Teddy just with a pistol actually? So it'll be cool to see where he plays. Maybe he'll go for the up close position in mid, which again he'll be looking for the one taps for the P250. Although his role actually is to switch between mid and A here. So this may be difficult for him. But again, just even from this distance, one tap with the P250 is about 90 damage, which makes things a hell of a lot more difficult for the opposing team. So, you know, his damage output's limited, but it's still deadly.
It's quite interesting, actually, that they went for the P250 and just went for the nades instead. But, you know, playing on the CT side, nades are the most important because they really help you control the map and control the flow of the map, especially if you know how to save the smokes until when they're needed. There you go, squeaky smoke from Ted. It gets shot down by Zeusy. And right through the smoke takes down Moe as well. That's 2 entry frags in towards the A side. Dizzy holding the flank at B halls. It seems like Chiefs have got yet another round here as Ustilo and United are remaining.
Yeah, that was really, really clean by Streamline. By the Chiefs, excuse me. Again. And, ooh. Dizzy almost in a position to get a kill there, but Destiny will survive for now. This time, the hunt seems to be on. Yeah,
this time they want to try and take him out so that they have to play in a full eco the next round, but they have to be careful because United has picked up yet another frag on the terrorists, and they want to make sure that they have the AWP as well for the next round, and it seems they're backing away now. After they've lost those 2 players, they're like, well, you know, we should relax. We don't want to lose too many weapons trying to hunt them down.
Things are getting expensive for them now, but the Chiefs are just aiming at the moment. I mean, we saw it on B. The CTs are losing the duels there, and again, I mean, I think it was Teddy, right? He got caught with only with a nade in his hand.
Yeah,
got shot in the face. That's never ideal.
No.
But you know, they need to take more consideration into how they throw the smoke onto the door, because obviously if they throw it from that angle, they've got no means of defense, and then that's what's going to happen essentially.
Yeah, I mean, maybe the smoke that he threw is a tad bit too late, but you see, they've saved 2 M4s here. And I wonder where they're going, actually. They're going for an A-site stack here, but the Zeusy, again, too fast for them. Takes out Ferg, and he sees them. He's still spraying through. I think is that from Squeaky? Somebody was firing at him.
Oh,
I think it was from Squeaky, actually.
These guys really know their angles, which is quite cool to see.
Oh, no, Offnu. It was from Offnu. He was there. But... Yeah, they've got one man in the B site, 3 on the CT. On the A site, sorry, at the CT.
Yeah, they've got very limited firepower, as we can see on Streamline. And again, let's have a look at where these M4s are. So Ustilo is on the A site, as is Destiny. That makes sense.
Yeah, they're putting the money on the A site. But it's not the right gamble, as the Chiefs are getting ready to push towards the B site, which is defended by one solitary pistol. And it should be an easy take of this site here by the Chiefs. Offnu there, holding the flank to take out Ted, who's going for information. I think by now the CT should be aware that it's in the B site. But it still actually picks up a frag there, and that's a weapon for Moe if he wants to go pick it up really quickly. And they have a choice right now. They can either go for the retake, which is definitely possible, or they can just save 3 weapons. Lightstep, though, takes down United, and Moe, I think they're just going to go for the save now. Moe should go and pick up that AK-47. But he's on the B side. Okay.
Yeah, there was
So
the AWP took out his mate, so his rotation was a bit
was
difficult there.
blocked, yeah.
But he was at the right distance where he could potentially go for a frag and try and pick up the AWP maybe, but you know. Didn't go his way.
No, didn't go as planned. The Chiefs, though, 3 rounds in a row here on the T side. You're still picking up 2 frags, Nova and... And right now we've got a full buy from Streamline. They have to get back into the game. They can't give away too many rounds here on cash on the CT side. And the Chiefs can be really happy with 5 or 6 rounds on the T side. More if they can. And with the way things are going, they can definitely pick up quite a few more. An exchange of frags there. Lightstep actually doing relatively well with the AWP. He picked up a few frags around before. And he starts it off with an entry frag. Again, nice. Zeus from Squeaky, causing absolute havoc.
Tap, tap, tap.
Wow, that headshot.
Playing the piano on Streamline right now.
Unbelievable. Ferg again on his own, and it seems like the Chiefs have picked up yet another round. And Zeusy, those entry frags, he's on 7 frags.
Look at the money. Wonder. Look at the money on the Chiefs side. This
Young
is
money, cash money.
It's looking all too easy for him at the moment. Again, Ustilo's got a lot more money than his team, so he could potentially drop 5 sevens for his team, for example, and still keep a bit more money for. Okay, he hasn't really dropped much, and I think this is a mistake because his money's so far ahead of his teammates that it makes sense for him to at least drop pistols for his entire team. Yeah. And it seems they've, for the most part, bought for themselves, which doesn't make any sense because it's going to be harder for them to get a full buy during their next full buy round. So, you know, let's see, 5,300 in the bank, he could have dropped 4 or 5 sevens and still had a reasonable amount of cash. I mean, if he wanted an AWP the next round, he probably still would have been able to get it. But
devastating.
The Chiefs just looking really sharp. They look like they've been playing deathmatch for the last 90 minutes.
The last 90 hours.
It's another formality round here. As it's another... How many kills do they even have on Streamline at the moment? Okay, they've got a reasonable amount of kills.
They've got a reasonable amount, but...
They haven't won a single round since Chiefs have had a full buy. They've won 5 rounds in a row, the Chiefs.
Exactly. And at the same time, Streamline haven't been allowed to play with the AWP, except for 1 round, which is the buy round. And... Actually, no, they haven't played with the AWP at all.
I think Streamline.
Yeah.
I think they did in the.
I think the first buy round, right? They had 1 AWP. And I think it's quite important on a map like Cash to have an AWP either on the A site or the B site. It does help a lot, especially getting that B horse pick, which is why Dizzy threw the smoke there because you didn't see them throw the smoke the rounds before because they knew for 100% that they're not going to have an AWP. But this round they can.
I think Ferg is taking unfavourable duels there because you can see his teammate Moe. If he dies taking that duel, then there's no trade frag at all. But Moe with the silenced M4 is going to get 2 frags. Can he get behind the forklift in time? He can.
That seat saves his life and he picks up yet another frag on Nova. Very nicely done by Moe. And as you said, he was in a really good position there. But I don't know how that seat must be like. I don't know how it's bulletproof, that forklift seat. But
Teddy's in a strong position now as well because that where he's placed is a blind spot. If you're inside A main, you have to come out to see that spot. He's got flash though. Oh, look at that. So 2 versus 2 now. 45 seconds on the clock. Still lots of time for the Chiefs to do this.
Those CT smokes that they threw, they weren't exactly the best smokes for them because it allowed the Chiefs to kind of push into the site, but United just picked up those 2 frags.
Okay, so Streamline finally get a round on the board. They break the Chiefs' run. Chiefs, though, with lots of money in the bank. Lightstep's going to have no problem buying another AWP, and it will be a while before their team gets into financial trouble. Boost coming in very early there, likes of having a quick peek, not going to find anything, and get out of there pretty quickly. So, Streamline in control of mid for the time being. And we're not seeing very much early contesting. Like with the old LGB lineup, Dennis would be charging up there as a T. He would be fighting for mid every single round remorselessly.
Yeah, sometimes we also see those kind of mid smoke, the mid of mid smokes that allow the terrorists to kind of push up and get control of vent as well sometimes. But it seems like they're relatively passive. But Lightstep, again, going for that frag, and the CTs are nowhere to be seen. Izorb won't be able to quench its thirst for blood yet.
Yeah, looks like it's going to be a late take here. So they've got their Molotov into the vent, so if there was any CT there, they'll be forced out of the position. But that is also a telegraph of what they're going to do. So Nova's just going to be hunting now. Going to go for the picks. And they've gone for the two-pronged attack. Again, it's kind of similar to Mirage, where they take Connector, and then we've got assaults coming in from 3 angles. But Moe doing good work now. They've made the right adjustments on the A site.
Yep.
And going to defend it. One-man advantage now. Nova, though, in a very strong position. This limits the defense of the CTs on the A site because of the angles they can be shot from. So Moe, he can't back up too much. Destiny going to take out the flank. Second frag as well. And that's going to be another round here for Streamline. So things seem to have stabilized here on the CT side. That was an expensive round for them, though, but they will be able to get close to a full buyout.
Yeah, that was very important by United there holding that position. Streamline knew that it was going to be an A split because the Chiefs did it earlier on, but Teddy was just looking at the wrong direction at the wrong time. He should have concentrated on either moving out of position from short or holding short, making sure that they don't push in from mid, but he was just looking in towards the A side. Good for him, though, that the rest of the team actually already rotated deep into the A side and they were able to hold it to pick up that round. So 5-5 Streamline. Moe playing very well, and same with United, picking up those two very important frags from behind truck.
Oh, this time Chiefs have gone for a quick boost of Zusi into the mid area, gets the duel as well. So they're mixing things up here in the mid area, but that's going to make it hard for the CTs to defend. Now they've lost mid, and they're not even trying to take it back. They're just going to accept that. Ferg gets taken out again. No trade frag possible for his team. Something we've seen a few times from Streamline. Oh, Destiny going to get a few frags. You've got to watch out for those nades. Offnu getting a frag onto the A site. I'm sure that Streamline have seen the bomb now. 2 versus 4 though, but look at how tagged they are. Problem is, Destiny and his team don't have any nades left to try and take out some of these players. So, 3 versus 2. Too many angles to hold. Now it's all down to Teddy versus 3. One person still in mid at the moment. Just coming to the site now.
United did such a good job holding balcony and doing so much damage and staying alive. But again, they lost their players in the A site. They lost their first player without getting a trade. And that was a crazy spray down on Ferg as well. I don't know how the headshot came. Like the crosser was at the bottom left, and somehow you got all the bullets missed except the one that gave him the headshot. But 6-5, the Chiefs picking up a round. And 6 rounds on the T side. I mean, that's already very, very good for the Chiefs.
Yeah, this is a pretty strong position for them at the moment. Even if they lost every round, it would be a bit shocking, but they'd still be in good stead going into the second half. Again, we're finding Streamline on the eco, so it's just about trying to get close, getting the frags. AK's being picked up now by Ferg, but again, you can't have them favourites for this round just yet.
I really, really like this, what Streamline are doing, going for that stack towards the B site. But they know that information here, the Chiefs, and they've gone all the way towards the A site. They know that they stacked the B site. They picked up a weapon, and they've gotten another frag. They've actually got the man advantage at the moment, and they can play for the retake here with 2 AK-47s as the CTs coming in. Would be disastrous for the Chiefs if they're unable to take this round, since Streamline are on a full eco this time.
He still needs to throw that AK to someone else. He's only got 3 HP.
So leading the way, though, towards the site, and the terrorists are doing the right thing. They're just hiding, wasting the time. Very, very precious time here for the CTs. He's unable to make the shot. Offnu and Lightstep pick up a frag each now, and it looks like Streamline were getting there, but just weren't able to pick up the final 2, as the Chiefs will take that anti-eco. But very close, and very well done for Streamline to get those 3 frags.
Yeah, a reasonable amount of damage done, but the Chiefs they're already rolling in the riches right now.
Look at that money, 10k on Zeus.
Indeed, so by coming out again, Teddy reduced to a FAMAS for this round.
7 rounds on the T side.
Right. So look how limited the nades are on Streamline. Things are getting very difficult indeed. Every single round is a stretch for them. You can see there's no money in the bank whatsoever. Again, going for those duels there. But this is even worse than normal because, you know, they weren't necessarily smoking things off too well in previous rounds and taking duels, but now they've got a lot less to work with.
Superman jump.
That is the best thing I've ever seen on the internet. Just random switch to a player and he's flying through the air.
Flying mid-air.
His cadaver is just soaring like a bird. Okay, so one man down for Streamline here. Ferg on 11 HP. And let's have a look. All the Chiefs are going towards the A-bomb site. And you can see that Streamline are lacking information at the moment. I think they should have somebody going aggressive B in this situation to try and find out where the players are, because now there's going to be 2 people defending the site rather than 4. An easy take here for the Chiefs, and another round where no one has died on their side whatsoever.
Yeah, I mean, they're just looking individually much better than Streamline. I mean, every duel they have when they push into the site, they win. United, he's played relatively well, as you can see. He's top fragging for his side.
Yeah, he's got his name written.
Yeah,
backwards.
he's got his name.
We had an issue in America with Cutler. We were calling him Retluck for like 3-4 games. It was really ridiculous. But there we go.
Yeah, that is destiny. It makes sense because it's not the way you spell United, is it?
Yeah, I had to look at the paper. I was like, what, who the hell is that? Like, it's kind of obvious when you realise. But hey, guys, it's like 9 AM on a Sunday here, so leave us alone.
Oh, they're going straight for the guns. Nova. He gets shot down though, my Ted. But Zeus, he's there to help.
All right, so do they eco for last or do they force? Let's find out and see. If they force, obviously, they take a gamble and try and win 2 rounds. If they eco, then they're pretty much accepting that they're going to lose this round, and they try and win the last. But again, it's looking really strong for the Chiefs, and let's see how long it takes them to identify.
Looks like it's an A stack here by the CTs.
They've
gone straight for the aiming. This is really good here, Ted. And Ted picking up both the frags on Afternoon Zeus. Has got help there from Destiny. No, sorry, from Ustillo. Now Streamline, they've got 2 weapons and they've got 2 frags. This is probably the best start they've had so far.
Yeah, but look, I mean, ideally for the Chiefs, they wanted to try and rush B in that situation, but I don't think they realized exactly how many players were by A. So now they are in real trouble. Also worth noting that Streamline didn't rush to get the weapon that was down here, because obviously that could have exposed them. So they're playing the numbers game rather than playing the greedy game, which is also good.
Oh, look at this position here by Ferg. And it's really excellent that Streamline went for that stack and then immediately dispersed in the rest of the map and took their positions. Only 2 players for the Chiefs. They're pushing in towards the A site. Ustillo is in a great position to take down Lightstep. And it seems like Streamline have picked up this round against the odds with only 1 gun and 1 armor.
Well, the clear solution here, Availer, is that they should have just played like that every round. Just pistols, rush the place, and then win the round.
Well, you say that, but I have a feeling that if they did that, it wouldn't work. I mean, it was
maybe you're right, Availer.
It was a good gamble, though.
Maybe
it was a good gamble.
You're right. It paid off for them, but I mean, if that happened to me, I would. What the hell?
Song name.
If that happened to me, I would be rushing B immediately.
Yeah.
Or trying to.
Well, that's the thing with the T's. It's quite a long distance between the 2 sites.
I know, but they basically just backed off into T spawn and tried to put as much range between them and the opposition as possible. Yeah. But it left them with no map control, 2-man disadvantage, and put him in a very scary place.
He gets an entry frag on Ted. Ted, he's not been playing that position too great there, short. Ustillo, though, will return, and now it's 4-on-4 here. And he goes for the peak once more. He knows that the terrorists have control of mid. Just give it to them. Get that information. Stay on CT spawn. Know that they can push in from vents and from short. And keep your player alive. Moe now in the Bialy spot. And he'll pick up a frag on Zusi. Almost a second, though, but Lightstep will get the better of. Now it's 2-on-2, but they get a frag in here. Lightstep now on his own as Ferg takes down Nova. He's leading the way towards the A site, and Streamline will pick up another round to make it 8-7. It's good, but maybe a bit too late because 8 rounds on the T side.
It's a reasonable recovery, but I feel like, I don't know, they just didn't get their. Maybe it's related to their money. I don't know. If they had 16k, I wonder if they, how many AWPs we would see on the CT side, because like the duels they were taking on A and on B would be a lot easier if they had AWPs in those positions.
Yeah.
Like where our def cam is right now. Like standing around here and looking that way, that's a position you want to play with an AWP. On B, the duels that they lost there, that's a position you want to play with an AWP. But hey.
But the thing is, it seems like Streamline, they don't really have a proper AWPer or a player that they kind of have who's a very good AWPer or well-known. I mean, Moe plays the AWP, but it's something that he's relatively new with. He's not played the AWP before when he used to play in Source for Immunity. By the way, big thank you to whoever gave us that information.
Yeah, we'll
but we start off here in mid, and they're pushing through. Nova and Zusi picking up 4 frags between them, completely stopping that mid push by the terrorist side. And now Destiny on his own against 5. And it's a very good start for the Chiefs. Maybe almost a flawless round as well. But this is interesting here. Did he go for the nade buy, Destiny? No armor?
He just threw a grenade, so yeah. I'm guessing maybe they had a setup of some description, or
I think they were hoping to do an A split and push in from mid to short, but okay, no Venzus were like, no, that's not going to happen, mate.
Yeah, it was not to be. So good start here for the Chiefs on the CT side. They're looking super strong at the moment. So the all rifles here for the Chiefs. I'm a big fan of the FAMAS. Dan doesn't like it, but I think he doesn't know how to use it. I think Dan's a nab.
You know what? I'm going to stay neutral in this. I won't speak.
I used to play with Belgians, and they used to say Nubia. N-U-B-J. How does your pistol end up there in any situation?
Messing about.
Is he faking a grenade with his pistol? I don't know. But anyway.
He might have tried that. That's a smart thing to do, you know, James.
So it looks like they might try and... I was going to say charge mid, which would have been like people with swords running up against a Gatling gun.
Last
Only
Samurai.
Glocks as well. They're going to do it as well.
Oh, it is Last Samurai style, and Nova, he does a lot of damage and picks up 2 frags, and Zusi there with the FAMAS.
I think that's like the worst possible thing they could have done. Because like the Glocks against armor are... It's like a Nerf gun. They're shooting bits of polystyrene.
Yeah, it's like paintball.
And mid is like... has the longest range, so you put yourself in basically the worst possible situation.
But
like
maybe they're trying to surprise them. Like they're like nobody would do that. You know, just like you see in the movies. No one's going to do that, and they do it.
If you've got Glocks, like if you look at this, if you're coming around this corner, this is your range. You're coming around this corner.
One
this is not a
flash,
good
one
range.
smoke.
It's not a great range. But when you've got 5 people, you know these are more doable ranges,
Exactly.
and you could potentially get a bomb plant to get a bit of extra money, which is what they're going to do this time, basically.
Yeah,
but,
I mean,
but going mid, even rushing mid with Glocks, unless a CT's playing close, which would be crazy against an eco, it's suicide.
the thing is, they tried that on the pistol round, and it didn't work against pistol armor. So it's probably not going to work against M4s either. They're going for what you said, James. They're going for that B push. The smart play here on yet another eco. They've got 3 P250s. It can be pretty devastating. Short ranges. Nova will pick up Moe, who's probably trying to cheekily go to vents to take out whoever's playing and check it. Great Molotov there by Lightstep. He won't be flashed. He's going to re-peek, actually. He's hungry for those frags. And the nade galore. They weren't able to actually push through, so now that they're stuck there, the B push or the B rush is pretty void.
Look how Nova's holding the angle so his teammate in vents can reload safely. Lots of little things here being done well by the Chiefs. So Streamline going to just slow things down and consider their options, of which there are not many. The thing is, like if they try to rotate over to the other side, they would get heard by Zusi, who was in that position. In fact,
they're making a lot of noise as well.
Yeah.
Wow. Teddy going straight for Zusi. But Ferg,
He's got a chance now.
he's going to go Rambo.
He no longer has a chance.
No. That chance disappeared immediately.
But hey, that's the nature of ecos. You're up against it. So good attempt, but no dice. And now this is an important round for Streamline.
Yes.
Firstly, they need to win it. Secondly, they cannot afford the Chiefs to get an economical advantage. Thirdly, the Chiefs double AWP here. Let's have a look at where they're going. We've got Lightstep going over to the B-bomb site. He may end up playing that solo. And Dizzy playing mid for the time being.
Well, very aggressive mid.
Yeah, currently no... Yeah, exactly. They put, I think, 3 people.
Yeah, they went
mid.
3 people at the beginning. And they've got 2 people on the B side and only 1 on the A side, which is Titan style.
It's really interesting, actually, because at the beginning, they didn't put anybody on the A site because they're not expecting a rush. They know that with certain timing, the A site's going to be... It's going to be fine, like, for the first 10, 15 seconds. No one's going to charge in there unless they're crazy or going for some crazy, like, 5-man rush.
And you can also play for the retake on the A site anyway.
So they put the extra man onto mid to secure mid, which is what we were talking about in the middle.
Yeah. Oof.
And Ferg has been scalped.
I didn't even see Ferg. I just saw that he died.
With that AWP. And the Chiefs have a very strong setup here. Again, they've got a player in the vents. Yeah, I think they're the more practiced team here. We did see them on a T side throwing Molotovs into the vent to clear it out when they went for mid pushes.
Yeah.
And they see themselves occupying the vent right now. That smoke, though, going to make things hard for Dizzy. He's going to back off just in case there's a timing push here from the T's, which there is actually.
I mean, positioning by Chiefs is just perfect. They've got a guy in vents. They've got a guy holding from short. Dizzy as well. I mean, they shut down any mid push that Streamline have planned. And you can't, when you know that there are that many CTs in those kind of positions, it's very difficult. Dizzy landing a lot of shots with the AWP here. 3 shots, 3 kills.
Yeah, that was a nice timing rotation as well. They completely abandoned mid because with 20 seconds left, all Streamline can do is plant the bomb, so he rotates to the site, gets a frag on a player who was loitering by forklift. Very well done by the Chiefs. And again, this is what we're talking about with their economy. They keep both their AWPs for the next round, and now Streamline are in a very difficult position indeed.
It's 12-7. Not much shown on the T side by Streamline so far. It seems like they're going to be going for a really, really fast push towards the A site here. Throw their flashes.
This is good because there's only one CT there.
And it's the Rec 9. It's leading the way. Will he be able to get the frag with it? There's the first victim of the Rec 9, but no second. They get the bomb plant, though. And maybe they should have done this earlier on. Maybe in the Byron they should have gone for a fast A push.
I don't think he should have picked up that AK there. He should have just held an angle on it instead. The greed lost them a player there. Now is there a boost coming on top of the red? Indeed there is. Only Ustillo remains. He is hiding in the smoke, but can he stop the frag? Defuse, sorry. No, he cannot. So they at least have got the bomb down, which means they've got some money for the next round. But I think when the player got the frag here, I think he came out too far. He should have expected there was going to be a CT here as well. And also, rather than just going, like, looking down, like, oh, I need to get the weapon, he should have been looking to see if anybody was there to try and engage them first. So, because he just basically offered no offense to the frag. But there we go. So the Chiefs are 3 rounds away from victory here. And again, still worth mentioning, double AWPs have not been lost yet on the CT side here.
Looks like it's going to be a barbecue here from Streamline. 4 Molotovs. Fergie will be playing B-holes, and he does a bit of damage on light step. Lands a bullet. And they're getting ready to go for an A execute here. They've got 2 players in the back. Ready to perhaps throw those nades up and then push in from Squeaky on main. These are pretty good smokes.
What is that?
Did he jump on top of him? Okay.
Oh, no, he's on. I thought, is that the smoke where he's standing on his head and he throws it? But no, he's
throwing a smoke as well.
He's on the vent. So I think we're going to see both corners smoked off.
Mo's leading the way, and he'll get the entry frag off Nu, trying to push through that smoke. And another frag here. Streamline looking pretty good with this A execute. They should be able to get the bomb planted, but now, well, they have good after plant position. CTs with 2 AWPs going for the retake. Very difficult for them to do that. They may have to switch weapons. They may just try to play. And the thing is, they want to save those AWPs because they won't be able to buy them the next round based on the money. Ted, though, takes down Zusi.
Oh, the CTs will be absolutely
Yeah,
fine. They
save them straight away.
For now, they want to do as much economical damage as possible, but at the same time, they don't want to give Streamline the AWPs. Although, who knows if they would even use them? They didn't really use them on the CT side.
No, they didn't.
That said, they didn't have the economy either. So
yeah. Oh, that's just brutal by Lightstep.
He should have been dead.
He should have been. He definitely should have been dead.
This is not a good game for Teddy. He's only got 5 kills so far in 21 rounds. So sometimes it's not your day. So the double AWPs continue. And they did significant damage there as well. They're causing 3 players to spend basically 5k on the T side. So if they keep winning rounds like that but losing lots of players, then they even if they're winning the rounds, they may not be able to get the full buyout later on.
One mistake and it's back to the Chiefs.
They need to be careful about that. All right, so again,
are they going for a fake?
We tagged them as well.
They put the bomb over at B holes. Ferg. Maybe he forgot he had the bomb with him, and he went to play with the lurker role and left the bomb at halls. Either way, they're going for an A execute. It is going to be a fake. They're actually going to go for an A execute, just like they did the round before, where they picked up the round. And Chief, maybe Chiefs might go for the quick rotation, but no, they've still got 2 CT players here in towards the B site. Lightstep will take down Ustillo, and this is actually going to work. The rotation is finally coming in, and the terrorists are going to go to the B site, but the CTs are currently aware of that, because like, oh, what happened? Where did everyone go? That CT smoke, not perfect, but good enough to let them go into the site. Often will pick up a frag on Ferg. Nova's there to support, and they're just a bit too slow. They've dropped the bomb, and the terrorists are not there. They've got one person in towards mid who might be able to cut off the CT's rotation. Ted, he's just ready and waiting for that head to pop out, and he will get the frag. Dizzy takes him out in return, though, and Mo is on his own against 4. And that was a good idea, but the execution just simply wasn't there. The timings were a bit off, and they should have kept pushing in towards the A site to actually sell the fake.
All right, let's see what Mo can do here. It's not over till it's over, and now it's over. Never mind. But one thing I think was an issue. Well, in fairness, the T's were in a very difficult position because the play that was here, he was just waiting and waiting for someone to pop out. Problem is, with 4 CTs alive, the longer they wait, the more CTs he's going to have to deal with.
Yeah.
So that was an unfortunate situation for Streamline. And a good recovery by the Chiefs. What is this? They're probably going to get stuck in the smoke, but I want to see where it goes.
We still didn't see where it went, James.
Indeed, that is correct.
Dizzy Rascal.
All right. That's a... Oh, I think it's a wall of smoke. So allow them to get out. But there's a gap in the wrong place there, and that could kill them. This time they've gone for the early mid-presence, which we would like to have seen more often. Oh, wow. He just got hit in the face with a baseball bat. That was a pinata right there.
Yeah.
Oh, look at the wall banging here. 42 HP for Dizzy. You've got to make it hard for him to re-peak. But again, he is playing AWP after all.
He's playing really aggressive with that AWP. No fear from Dizzy.
Yeah,
you'll be very confident if you're up 14-8 as well and playing a game like Dizzy's playing right now. Ted going to short. This time he's on the T side though. And maybe he'll have better luck. Nova's just going to pop out. And oh, Ted will actually get the better in that situation. 14-8.
I think the CT saw the bomb as well. You can see the rotation coming, and they're going to leave one player in B for the time being.
They're stuck though. The terrorists, they have to make a decision sooner or later because they're kind of stuck in no man's land at the moment. And they're going back to mid to push in from CT spawn. Offnu's there, but he's not got a lot of health. Dizzy as well. Dizzy gets shot down by Ted. And Offnu, was that Offnu making those 2 frags?
Yep. There was a bait, basically. They had an AWPer on car, and Offnu was just hiding behind a box. So the AWPer got the first kill. And then the trade came in. Then the next 2 kills are free for the for Offnu. So very nice play there by the Chiefs. They just seem a very, very solid team at the moment. And now we can see why the odds are what they are, because in terms of general coordination, they are there. They're in there.
Yeah, they're playing a very good CT side against Streamline.
In the rear with the gear. I love that from StarCraft.
You're right, actually. I was thinking, where did I hear that from?
Yeah.
It is from StarCraft. You have to do the voice acting with it, though, James, next time.
Okay, let's see if Streamline can make anything of this. Look how limited this buy is. They've got a scout and not much else.
Pistols and scout, and it's not really working out for them. Offnu there with a double 2C picks up a kill on Moe. And it seems like it is the end of the road. Oh, and it ends with a no! It ends with disaster and backstab.
That is one way to win things, Avela.